Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. What we're discussing today are just angles in a line, angles between lines. So if this is a straight line, and this straight line, it is parallel to this other straight line. Do not forget, parallel lines do not meet. So if these are two straight lines, and you have another straight line which passes through the two straight lines. So this straight line here, which passes through these other two straight lines, is called a transversal. So these two straight lines, which are parallel to each other, they have a lot of angles between the two straight lines. I'll start shading each of them. If this is the first one here, I'll call this A, angle A. I'll call this B. I'll call this C. This is what? D. This is E. This is F. This is G, and this is H. So these are the angles we have between these two straight lines. We shall be discussing these angles one after the other. The first one we shall be discussing right now is the F angle. The F angles. You have F shape here, and this goes forward. And you have something here, another one here. This looks like what you have here. This very one looks like what you have here. So if this is B, which is above this straight line, and this is F, is also above this straight line. So these two angles are said to be what? Corresponding angles are equal. So B is equal to F. They are equal. I'll talk about this also. This is beneath that straight line. This is also beneath that straight line. So this is D, and this is H. When you look at D and H, you get to know that they are beneath the two straight lines. So D is equal to what? H. Why? They are still corresponding. Now, A, C, E, and G. Can you guess the ones that are corresponding? Let's start with this. This is A, which is above the straight line. This is E, it is also above the straight line. A is equal to E. Why? They are corresponding angles. When you go beneath the straight line, this is C, and my drawing, and this is G. You get to know that A is equal to G. Why? Yeah, corresponding angles. The next one, which are corresponding, we talked about corresponding angles. So I'm talking about the other ones. So do not forget, anytime you draw F shape, you get corresponding angles in F shape. The F could be in this form or in this form or in this form. Anyhow, so far as you give something like F, this is what you can get corresponding angles. So the next one in our discussion will be the alternate angles. Alternate angles. As corresponding angles are equal, alternate angles are also equal. So alternate angles will form Z shape. So if this is Z, it could be in this form or be in this form. So far it's Z, zigzag, Z in this form. So anyhow, so you look at the angles in here, another one here, the angle here, and the other one here. So those two angles are set to be alternate. So let's go back to what we have in our diagram, which is this. So I can get Z shape here. This, and this. This is the first Z I got. Now take a look at it deeply and tell me the ones that look like this. That will be what? G and E. E is equal to E. Why? They are set to be what? Alternate angles. And alternate angles are equal. If I don't want to use this, I can use another one, which is this and this. So with this, I can boldly say C and F. C is equal to F. Why? They are alternate. And alternate angles are equal. Alternate angles are angles you find in Z shape. Letter Z. So after that, we shall talk about another one. That's vertically opposite angles. I'll play this, then we'll consider vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are angles that form X letters. They form X. So let's look at this. So the vertically opposite angles. They are also said to be equal. So X. The X could be in form of this. Why is this? It's still X. And vertically opposite angles are also equal. So these angles are said to be what? Vertically opposite. In the sense that this will be equal to this. Why? Because of the X shape. If you have this here, let me, it goes this way, this goes here. If this is A and this is D, A is is equal to D. Why? They are vertically opposite. And B is equal to C. Why? They are vertically opposite. Look at the next one here. E will be equal to H. E is equal to H. They are vertically opposite. And F is equal to G. F is equal to G. Reason they are vertically opposite. Vertically opposite angles are said to be equal. The next one we shall consider is the adjacent angles on a straight line. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Adjacent angles on a straight line, in this case, they are not equal. Instead, they add up to 180 degrees. So adjacent angles on a straight line, they add up to 180 degrees. So if it is a straight line, and you have a line that meets this other straight line here. So this angle formed here, which is A, and the other one here, B, they are said to be what? Alternate. A plus B, we add up to 180 degrees. Look at this also. If this is a straight line, and another straight line meets it here. C will not be equal to 3. C plus D will add up to 180 degrees. Why? They are adjacent angles on the straight line. Consider the last one here. E and F. E and F will add up to 180 degrees. So E, which is this, plus F is equal to 180 degrees. Why? They are adjacent angles on the straight line. G plus H will also add up to 180 degrees. Why? They are adjacent angles on the straight line. So I want you to look at A and C. A and C are also adjacent. Why? This is this straight line here, and this other line that makes this straight line. So these and these are said to be adjacent. The same thing with C, D, and D. So B and D are also adjacent angles on the straight line. They add up to 180 degrees. E and G add up to 180 degrees. Why? They are adjacent angles on the straight line. F and H are also adjacent angles on the straight line. So that's all for now. In our next class, we shall be discussing something more interesting. So bye for now.